Look here. When you have, let's just look at this part first. I'm going to write that here. Negative 2 to the power of 4. There is no bracket in front of the base. Okay? So what this means is that this power is a negative power. It's a negative power. What's the power? What is the power? 2 to the power of 4, right? Or 16. Good. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. This indicates that it's a negative power. Okay, there's no bracket. If it was like this, negative 2 to the power of 4, how would I write that in expanded form? What is negative 2 in brackets? What's the base? What's the base here in this question? All of it inside the bracket. Negative 2, how many times do I write the base? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a negative times a negative is a negative times a negative is a, so a positive times a positive, we get a positive, and we know that 2 to the power of 4 is 16. If it was all in brackets, the answer would be positive 16, just for this part. But this indicates that it is a negative power. The base is not negative 2. The base is 2 to the power of 4. It's a negative power. So this is a negative 16. Okay, so negative 2 to the power of 4 equals negative 16 because there's no bracket around the number 2. Does that make sense so far? But then the question said negative in front of it. So we have to put a negative in front of this. So the answer is negative bracket negative 16. So it's actually, you can put a 1 here, right? You can multiply anything by 1, it doesn't change the answer. You're actually taking this negative and multiplying it by negative 16. What's a negative times a negative? So the answer is positive 16. So for question A, raise your hand if you can tell me what is the base in question A. What is the base? Yes. Negative 3. Good. How many times do I write the base? Twice. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at B. What's the base for B? Positive or negative? So I'm writing the base how many times? Twice. But what do we have to put in front of that? Okay. And then for the last one, what's the base? Positive or negative? Positive. The power is 3 to the power of 2. But they're telling you that your result is a negative. It's a negative power. It's negative 3 to the power of 2. So those are actually the same. A and C are different. Okay? What's negative 3 times negative 3? What would the answer be for B? Positive or negative 9? And what's the answer for C? Does that make sense? We have 3 to the power of 3, which can be written as 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, so far we see that. Plus 3, what does 3 bracket 7 mean? Someone asked me a number next to a bracket always means multiply. So 3 times 7 is positive 21, good. And what is the denominator? Okay, what is the original question? This is what we just did. Negative 2 to the power of 4. Is the answer going to be positive or negative? There's no bracket. Negative. It's a negative power. So negative 16, which is here. Excellent. So some of you who got this wrong, maybe you put positive 16 here. Okay? Then we have, and this is always a common error, we have 3 times negative 5 to the power of 2. What part do you have to simplify first? 3 times negative 5 or negative 5 to the power of 2? And a lot of you got this wrong on your diagnostic. You accidentally multiplied before you did the exponents. What is bracket negative 5 to the power of 2? Negative 5 times negative 5, which is 25. Good. But then we have to multiply that by 3. Okay, the denominator is negative 15. We keep that. Good. I like how you did this. Negative 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Negative 16, which is here. And then we're just simplifying. Bad math. Okay, 27 plus 21 equals 48. over negative 16. 3 times 25 equals over negative 15. What is positive 48 divided by negative 16? Positive 75 divided by negative 15. Negative 5. Okay, put that in brackets because you're taking negative 3 plus negative 5. So negative 3 plus negative 5 equals negative 8. Beautiful. A plus.